Morning, 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 kings and queens. Today is an interesting walk day for me. Had to drop my car off to get some services. They had a couple of recalls on my vehicle. So I just dropped it off and said I'll walk today. First of all, I just want to start by saluting all my kings and queens out there on the grind, still trying to shine, still doing their thing. That's very important, man. We all have to try to aspire to great heights. Today I want to talk about love. Love. Everybody's talking about love. You know, love is a powerful thing, man. You know, I've always had a lot of love in my heart. A lot of love. And when I tell you, if you know me, if I've ever loved you, you know what I mean. Most of my friends are like my brothers, sisters. They may not feel the same way about me as I feel about them, but it doesn't change my heart. For me, love has saved me a million billion times in my life. I've been at the crossroads and I'm doing something maybe I shouldn't really be doing or shouldn't really be into, and someone shows me love every time. And these are the things that have saved me in my life. Like right when I feel like I'm hopeless, I always run into someone that shows me love unconditionally. Because I am no one's child. My mother's dead. My father, I don't know where he is. All my leaders in my family are gone except for my Aunt Wendy. And she lives in Detroit, Michigan. So I really don't have elders to look to. I have cousins and things of that nature, but we're not that close, just being realistic. So for me, love is very important. Love made the difference in me being a killer on the streets, a hustler in the streets, a criminal in these streets, to the man you see today. And a woman's love changed my whole world. I was happy standing on the corner. I promise you I was. I thought I was the man. Everybody screaming my name. Everybody showing me what I thought was love. And I realized when I met my wife, I had no idea what love was. See, some people think love is simple, it's simplistic. But love is deep. And sometimes it's unexplainable. Just to break it down for you about the woman that I love, the woman that I'm proud to be a part of her life, and I'm gracious and grateful that she allowed me to be a part of her life. It wasn't easy. But I met my wife in the heyday, when I was rapping, when I was doing my thing. I met her right before the Mobb Deep incident at Bentley's, before I got my face cut. And at that time, I had a lot of so-called friends around me. People that I thought were my friends. People that I thought were my brothers. You know, not all, but those people know who they are. And I met this girl through a good friend of mine, Melissa Cobb. You know, a lot of people don't know this, but even in my times when I was doing my single, ready to mingle things, I never was a womanizer. So one particular day on the park after rapping, my friend Melissa came to me and she said, "Hey, my friend want to talk to you." And I looked over there, saw my wife looking so down to earth, so unlike everything I had been choosing in life. And I can't lie to you, I told my friend, I said, "Why are you doing that to your friend? Why are you trying to hook me up with your friend? You know what I'm gonna do." she ain't ready. You know, maybe that's what she gave off to me. So Melissa went back and told her what I said, and time went on. Ironically, Melissa stayed right next door to the studio that we used to record our music in. And I got to a place in my life where I was ready to just say, forget this life. All the womanizing, all the women using me. What's going on, brother? All the women using me. And let's be clear, brothers. A lot of us think we out here chasing the women and we using the women, when a lot of these women got us targeted and they're using us. But that's another story. So while I was feeling like this, I was waiting on a ride to come get me. And I think about my life a lot. And at this particular time, I was thinking about my life and where it was going and how every woman that I got with, after I got physical with them, and then I no longer really wanted to be a part of their lives. And I kept saying to myself, I'm crumbing myself. I'm better than this. I'm more than a tool. I'm more than just something to have sex with. I want somebody to hold me after sex. I want somebody to ask me how I feel, how my day was. Ask me about my life. I wanted that so bad. I was passionate about it. I was actually thinking about it hard. And right at the moment when I was thinking about it, my wife drove past. I mean, right at the moment when I said to myself, I want a woman for me, she drove past and it hit me. That's the girl that Melissa tried to introduce me to. I yelled out, yo! I don't know why, it was whack. Maybe it wasn't the best salutation or pickup line, but I yelled out yo out of desperation. I had money. I had something going on. I mean, my life was in the street, but I didn't need anybody. I didn't need money at the time. She backed up that car, and that's the best day of my life. You hear me? See, back then, I would walk around with $4,000 or $5,000 in my pocket sometimes, and I didn't have my own place to live. Huh? That's right. I would walk around with money on me at all times, always hustling, always doing something, but I would just go out to party because I was displaced in life. I didn't have the love that I needed to make me get my life together. That word love again. So to bring a long 27, 28 year story to shortness for this video, which I have at least another half a mile to get home. But to make a long story short, that woman, she came into my life and she stayed in my life even during my inequities, even during the times when I was running from the law. She stayed with me. She held me down. She changed my whole mindset. Before her, sleeping on my homeboy's floor was cool to me. I did it from here all the way up to Jersey. Wherever I could find a friend that would let me stay, I'd go hang out and I'd be the good time Charlie and I bring weed with me and money and they could cook and they could eat, and I stay there until I wear out my welcome or right before. That was my life. And I didn't see anything wrong with that because I didn't have any goals. I didn't have anything. Love brought me to all of that. Now you may say not everybody is going to love you like that. And you're right. I had to find out for myself, and I bumped my head up against the headboard a lot of times too. I had to. Good morning, how you doing? And I had to bump my head. Waking up with somebody that I don't even like, somebody that I don't want to be around. They might like me, but I don't feel anything. And it wasn't because they weren't as good as me or anything of that. It just was no connection for me. Until I met my wife, I didn't want to stay anywhere. As soon as I met my wife, I wanted to have an apartment. I wanted to have dishes. I wanted to start cooking. I wanted to cut the grass. I wanted to aspire to something. I wanted to be somebody. Now, you may say to yourself, you needed a woman to help you be somebody? And I'm going to say to you, hell yeah, I needed her. I needed her. And one time in that whole relationship, we separated for 8 months. I thought I could do it. I'm like, yo, I'm going to get out here and I'm going to show her and I'm going to whoop-de-whoop. And man, 8 months later, man, I called my wife on the phone and I said, I can't do this shit. I'm just being honest. Excuse my language. I said, I can't do it. I'm coming home. We get ready to get back together. As if I could make her do it. But by the grace of God and everything holy, she accepted me back. And when I came back with a focus to be unreckoned with by anyone. I told myself I'm going to show her that I can love her. I was on my Mario tip. Yeah. That's where I went with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you should let me love you. And that's where I've been since then. And since I focused my mind on that, and I focused my mind on my love, the woman that showed me love, when I was down to my lowest and didn't even know it, because she was sustaining me, I'm there for her. It's nothing I won't give to her. It's nothing that she can ask me for that I'm going to say no to. If I have to go out and get 2 jobs, 3 jobs, that's what I'm going to do. Running a business ain't enough. I'm getting ready to get me a job. I'm getting ready to get 2 jobs if I can. And work hard and stay focused and stay on my path and maybe get there a little faster. But without that love, I wouldn't feel that desperation. That red light wouldn't be on for me. You see? For me, love empowers me. I don't know what love does for other people in relationships, but love empowers me. I have the power, but the love is my energy source. That's where I get my recharging from. When I doubt, when the world makes me doubt, and I come home and my woman rubs my head and she say, baby, you got it. You know, I remember one time I was running from the police. I'm in the woods and I'm running like a slave. The bushes is snatching my dreads out. The bushes is whipping my arms up. I got blood coming out of my arms, blood coming out of my legs because I'm running. I still got scars from it. And I was ready to give up and say, man, just forget it. I'm going to jail. I called my wife on the phone. I sat down in the woods and I said, babe, I ain't gonna make it this time. I'm sorry. I'll call you when I get to the jailhouse. My wife say, you got to make it. And just like Denzel on that movie when his wife told him to do something to get his boy a heart, I went into action. I hung up that phone, I cut the phone off, I put it in my pocket, and I ran with the spirit of Kunta Kinte. Now, it's something negative, but I made it home. I didn't go to jail that night. And it was that made me see that, hey, love can make you, love can make you jump a 10-foot gate without touching it, man, because you got to get home to your love. And again, that's negativity, and I don't live that life anymore, but I remember these things. You can find things in everything. You can find something positive in almost everything. And for me, I'm built on love. I know what I'm built on. I love it. I miss my mom. I miss my mom giving me a hug or rubbing me on my head or being proud of me because I'm just making my way in the world. I really needed those things. And my wife, she held me down for the whole time when my mother was sick. We really couldn't travel. We really couldn't go anywhere. We couldn't do anything because my mother would leave the house and I'd have to go find her. My wife was there for me. That love she had for me made me feel okay. It made me feel comfort. And I don't want to rant or just go on and on and on because this has nothing. I could talk about my wife's love all day long. I mean, and if you know me to love me, woohoo! It's especially back in the day, you know, because I couldn't be tamed at that time. I thought I had all the answers in life, and I didn't need anybody. I didn't need nothing. So I don't know if this could help anybody today. I'm just on my walk, and I just wanted to share something about love. You know, they say love can't buy you things. You know, but one thing I will tell you is love can empower your spirit to make you get that money. Love of self, loving others. All of these things bring positivity into your life. All of them. So look for love, man. That's all I can say. Look for love. As always, it's been a pleasure sharing my morning walk with you guys and sharing my feelings on love. I mean, I'm gonna get better at this as I go along. I'm not writing sermons or anything. I don't know what I'm gonna say. I just think about what I'm gonna talk about before I start my video, and whatever's on my heart, I go with. Today it was about love. And I just want to say peace and blessings to all the kings and queens. Love yourself, love your family, and most of all, love your creator. Bless up.